There have been a lot of post-apocalyptic stories being told recently. What's going to make this one really stand out?
Me.
No. This is actually what I was talking a little bit about in the panel briefly, is that we don't think of the show as post-apocalyptic, we think of it as apocalyptic. So it's, even some shows will say it's 50 years after the Great War, or even 2 years since the lights went out. This is happening right now. So it is, how do you deal with it in the moment? And we'll get tastes of how America and the rest of the world is dealing with it in the moment as well, how cultures are dealing with it. So it's a really interesting examination. It's science fiction, I think, in a very pure sense, in the sense that the science part is really based in reality, the reality of a virus, which we're seeing in MERS in Saudi Arabia, we're seeing in the Arctic discoveries. And it's the reality of how societies would deal in these kinds of catastrophic situations. And then you go into the philosophical questions about what does it mean to be human and what does it mean to be civilized. But as opposed to saying, the world's gone is over and now we're looking at it later, it's happening in the moment. So it's apocalyptic, not pre or post-apocalyptic.
There's a line from the next episode, right in the first 3 minutes, which is, every day that we don't make it home with a vaccine, every day another 500,000 people die. That's a very different paradigm than other action-adventure shows with crews in space or wherever. They have a particular mission, and they can save the world, and there is a ticking clock, and there is an urgency to everything that they are doing. And so, each episode of the first season, as an example, is it's its own episode with its own theme and beginning, middle, and end. But the trajectory of the whole first season is one serialized story of, are we going to get the vaccine, the cure, and if we do, are we going to go home? And what are we going to find when we get home? And what's going to be the next thing? And so, you ask what makes it different. I think what makes it different is they have a mission and they are the last hope. And they truly have it. And that means if they have potentially have that vaccine or developing that vaccine, that is the most coveted commodity on the planet in the history of the planet. And so who's chasing it? Who wants it? And so all those things give our show a different level of urgency, and also it has motion. They are moving on a ship, going from place to place, having adventures, both internal, existential adventures on the ship, and also many adventures off the ship. And the trajectory of the season has an incredible drive. And I think it's going to be both the kind of show that people, can't wait to watch week to week and have a cliffhanger, and it's also going to be a binge watch experience where people are going to want to inhale 4 or 5 episodes, at 3 in the morning, and their wives are going to be saying, "Honey, come to bed," or vice versa. So, I think it's really a show that's fit for the modern audience now.